Hello everyone, this is Janet here again. So thank you so much for coming. So today I'm going to speak about those wanting to come to school. So I'll speak about the students wanting to apply for a student visa, because I know many of you, that's what you're looking for. So that's why I'm here today. So thank you for coming. So before I waste any time, let me get into it. The most important thing, and I know most of us, we worry about the visa. We know eventually we will have to go through that embassy or we will never see America. That is true. Lifetime member, thank you so much, Nancy. Thank you for coming. Those of you wanting to come as students, let me advise you. Spend 90% of your time doing research on schools. Because the visa, you will only need 5% of your time. You go on the website, you apply, they will give you an appointment, you pay, and you are out of there. Get denied, it doesn't matter. The visa will take you a very short time. How about the college you choose? You need to be investing time in financial aid, work programs, scholarships, tuition costs, standards of living, which city. Is it in the farm? Is it in the big city? Transportation? Like every day, honestly, so long as you have internet, you will not even have to ask Janet, okay? So my advice to you is, if you really want to invest your future, take your time and do research. Anytime you get bundles, go research, type in cheapest colleges, type in the best universities, type in anything you are looking for. Spend time. Spend time on your research. Don't just go and choose one school and then you think you're done. Because once you come over, if you're successful, you're stuck with that decision, okay? So today I'm here to encourage you guys to take your time, okay? And look for the best schools that you can afford if possible. Having said that, I speak because I do this myself. So today I spend time, okay? I found some schools. And tomorrow or after this video and I'm done, guys, those who are new on my page, I always say, okay, if I promise a link, when you're done with this video watching, I always put the link up here, okay? I always put the link up here, so you don't have to go looking and saying, Janet the link. No. When you are done watching, just go up here. I will post the link for you guys, okay? Anyway, so today I was going through some universities and colleges, so I'll post a link of 20 tuition-free colleges. And when I say tuition-free, it doesn't mean you'll come here and pay free money. I mean zero. To be quite honest, for the Americans that live here and they live to some of those, close to those colleges, yes, some of them will pay zero. And I know some Americans don't know this, okay? And if you're someone, an immigrant, you came here and you are struggling with school fees, okay? If I were you, I'll consider moving to some of these areas so that I become a resident and go in those schools and get free education. You know what I mean? So you guys, research helps. Research helps. Let me start with one of the schools I was looking at. It's called what? Alice Lloyd. I think it's called Alice Lloyd. And I'll post. You don't even have to write your names, okay? You don't have to write notes. I'll post these links for you. Alice Lloyd College. It's in Kentucky. It admits students close to the mountains, those that live close to them. Okay? Those students, when they go there, okay, according to US reports, they say the tuition in the average tuition in America is about $33,000. This school average tuition is zero. Okay? Now, it's a federally funded institution, I guess, but where they find the money, they have so many scholarships, they have so many people bringing money from, foundations and all that. The good news, they admit some, not a lot of international students. They don't admit a lot of international students, but they say they do accept international students. And I went there and I looked at the form. If you want me to post the PDF, I also post the link so you can go and apply. Now, if you go there, at least they said, they were honest, they say you have to put down a deposit of about $3,500. $3,500 before they give you the I-20 for you to go and pay the service fee. Okay, that's what they said. But they said they'll keep that money until you graduate and they will refund to you if you don't owe the university anything. Okay, so that's what they said. $3,500. And they say annual costs for living in the dorm about $1,900. Okay, so this is about, it's affordable. $1,900, if you convert in your currency, probably it's affordable. Okay, so anyway, why am I presenting this? Because sometimes, these opportunities exist, but people don't do research. Okay, that's just one of the universities that I came across. It's a college, I think. Okay, Alice Lloyd, it's in Kentucky. Okay, another one I came across, I think it's called Ozark College. This one is in Missouri. Also, students work. And by the way, the other one, Alice Lloyd, all students, when they're admitted, they have to sign that they are going to work. So they're expected to work at least 10 hours per week or 160 hours per semester. They are the ones who work in the gardens, they work on the walkways, they work in the library, in the bookstore, food service, grounds. Okay, but they say when you go in, you have to tell them your experience, then they'll place you. But first year, they give you a specific task. In second year, you have options. But that's how the college was started. It was started on the foundation that students go there to work, and then they earn money for their school. If I were you, I'll go sit down, and I looked at the requirements, because some of you will come back and say, they told me to post the SAT scores. And I looked and I went on the website for SAT scores. I'm like, whoa, this exam is only done in America. No, it's done everywhere. You just go there, you type in SAT scores or SAT locations. It will give you locations all over the world. Okay? And you guys, if you are someone that just finished high school or someone that wants to go to college again, you already have a college education, do not shy away from such things. Myself, I can tell you, back in 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I didn't get scared when they told me to give TOEFL. I did my research, and those days we didn't even have internet everywhere. I used to go and put the cassette in our car at home, and I listened to the TOEFL. And I listened, I didn't give up. I went to the post office, sent my application to America. They brought for me the materials to read. There were cassettes I would put in the car radio and listen. And then the exam, I went to USIU. There's that university in Nairobi. I went there, we sat on the desk, and there was a radio in front. So it's speaking in English, and then you answer, you babble your answers. Okay? So, you guys, attitude is everything. If you think everything is impossible, things will be impossible. But if you believe in yourself, they tell you do this, do this. And the SAT scores, they said, they admit students that score about 25 to 75%. Do you know what 25 means? You just have to perform better than 25% of everyone else. Okay? Up to 75. So you're in anyway. So I believe, and if you have difficulty, I told you there's Khan Academy. You can go and use that as a revision point. Okay? So that's just one of the universities and colleges. By the way, when you're applying, remember these schools, what they consider. Diversity. You might just be lucky to be the only African applying, and they want you for diversity. Okay? So they look for that. You might be African female. They are looking for that. You are probably the only one. Go ahead and apply. Okay? They look at performance. Some schools, honestly, like Harvard, Stanford, if you are someone looking for big things, okay, Yale, all those Ivy Leagues, by the way, they also have tuition free, because they admit based on, they can ask you for your financial status, and they can pay for everything. But those ones, you have to be the best of the best. So if you're one of you people listening to me and you're completely a student, consider that. Go there, when they ask you how much you earn, you say 0. Then they pay for everything. I mean, that's just because if you're in Harvard or you're in Yale, they are not going to look for your performance. I mean, you're in already. So the only way they can consider you for a scholarship is financial hardship. There are so many rich and tycoons in that school paying for everything. So if you are the one who is bright, they're just going to ask you how much you earn. And if you don't earn well, probably they'll pay for you. Okay? Now the others, they just look for diversity, and they want talented students, and they will encourage scholarships. So, why am I saying this? They look for diversity. You might be the only African female, African male applying. Okay? Secondly, they look for performance. Okay? If you are too good and you are talented, you are bringing something to the school. Okay? So they can give you all those things. Anyway, so there are different ways people finance themselves here in America. They have things like financial aid. When you see financial aid, most likely it's loans. They can be government loans, and this I'm speaking because some people here have green cards. Some of them just came to America. Some of them qualify, but some of it, it could be for international students. But usually, financial aid is by the government. Probably it's for people who are here and they have green cards, or they have, they are permanent residents or citizens. They have scholarships. Scholarships means they pay for you completely free. You don't owe anyone. They have things like assistantships. Assistantships, it means you're going to help the professor, you're going to do some administration, you're going to go admit students, you do this clerical work, and in exchange for money. And mostly, especially if you are helping professors, if you come for a PhD, to be quite honest, most likely you will not pay anything. Most schools, PhD students don't pay anything. So if you are someone listening to me and you qualify for a PhD program, you are most likely to come here and survive, because most likely they'll cover. Masters, not so much, okay? Bachelors, mostly scholarships, because these kids can't work and go to school mostly. But masters, probably they'll try and balance, okay? So, also they have payment plans. Like if you go to some of those schools and they have work programs and you have just enough, you put down, you say, I can work 20 hours per week, and every 2 weeks I'll be bringing in my check. You can promise them, that you'll be paying slowly. So it's not like a matter of paying cash. Okay? Of course, if you show up at the embassy, they'll want you to show school fees that is worth for a full year. I don't think they always ask you for money that, covers for 4 years. They are reasonable. Not every person that goes to school has to be rich. And I told you, the embassy, I was listening to some of them saying they understand social ties. They know you'll go to America and you'll meet friends, family, and they'll help you with these things. So they just want to know you are a good student. If you are struggling at home, they are scared to bring you over. They think, you're going to struggle also. And another point, just before I forget, when I say SAT scores, and don't be scared, just go Google and see what SAT is. Most likely it's just maybe simple math and English, okay? When you do that, and you have the education from home, that's the time to shine. That's the time to shine, my friends, okay? That you can even go show to the embassy, even if you didn't do well in high school, and your scores are very good. The Americans, they know how to interpret the SAT scores. They can balance out, guys. You go and show your SAT scores and they balance out. Okay? That is a very good point. In case, I've never told you that. If they're asking for any international person to do American exams and you perform very well, that boosts your morale, guys. And I'm telling you based on experience. I've seen medical doctors come to America. Okay? I've seen pharmacists, I've seen dentists come to America here. And you know what? They went through our system at home, University of Nairobi. You know what they believe? Giving students C. Whole doctors coming here. Now you come to America with your transcript from University of Nairobi. It's only reading B's and C's. And maybe second class law or upper was like the best. And all these kids here have A. Americans believe in giving A and B. You must be very poor in school for you to get a C. I'm not lying to you. Because they don't hide anything. They give you the schedule ahead of time. So long as you submit your homework in your on time, points. If you attend class, you're listening to the teacher, you're getting knowledge, points. Attendance, points. Final exam, 10% or 15%. Okay, homework, maybe 30%. Project, maybe another 20%. These little things add up. So you end up getting A's. So why am I saying this? I've seen these people coming from home, from the universities, from Africa and other places, with bad grades. And now, when they present here, they're like, where do we start here now? But fortunately, with American exams, when they give these guys, I've seen our dentists come here and our doctors here, and they blow the exam. So when they go to admission day, there's a discrepancy. Why did they get very bad grades? So you have to write a statement, okay? Another very important point, by the way, when you're doing admission, invest time in the statement. Don't just go writing, oh, my mom was poor and we were just this. Don't look desperate. Put in content. Go and Google. Find out how to write professional content. Okay? It's good for you to stress your poor background good, but in a nice way. Stress your abilities. Stress about your dreams and aspirations. Tell them why you want to do this course. Okay? For those from University of Nairobi with bad grades, you say, you know what? To us, a C was very good. The best student used to get a C. Be honest with them. Because when you look at the American exam, when you do the TOEFL, like you guys TOEFL, you should just go easy. You speak English, okay? You're gonna get okay? All right. So I'm just telling you some of the things they consider. So don't go sitting there and saying, this college is so competitive. It might be competitive, but you're the only African applying. So you're helping them, especially if you did well in your grades, okay? So there are many things they consider here, guys. So I hope I opened your eyes. And tomorrow, when I post the link up here, go clicking, guys, and look and check and read. I've told you, you guys invest time in reading. I post videos, I see thousands of views. I post an article that has very important information. Like the other day I told you, there are 3 organizations or banks now sponsoring and giving loans to international students. You don't need a work permit. You don't need a social security. You don't need a US cosigner. Just the way you are. So long as you choose a good course and they know you'll get employment on OPT, they can give you some funding. And I wrote a full article and I did it intentionally. I put the link at the end. So take me seriously when I say this. Please invest time. I told you my articles don't take long. Because when I post here, for me to spread my word, I just don't have to use videos. Yes, I vlog, but there's something called blogging too. Written word on Google is also important. This is good for Facebook. It can be good for YouTube. But how am I going to spread my news on Google? I have to blog and write down, okay? There are many people reading these articles around the world. The more I post, the more my website keeps on climbing, okay? The more I post and I'm consistent, the more Google will keep on giving me reviews and it keeps on going high. One day you'll see the whole world reading Janet, okay? Anyway, I'm just saying how these things work. So when I post the article, you need to go and read. Because sometimes I'll put links in the article, I'll post an article on asylum. People are like, we don't have war in Kenya, so why am I reading this? I'm telling you, sometimes people can come here and say, you know what? And I'm not lying because we've seen people going somewhere and their churches are burnt on their homes. And if you can provide evidence, you're scared to go back home because you're scared, right? Yeah, I've seen people who are scared to go back home. That's why asylum is for people like them. And then I post the article and people when you can find a church here and say, maybe they can help you, guys, you need to read through my lines. When I write these things, I don't have to tell you everything. Just be ambitious. Be ambitious. You need to have eyes like a hawk. Read more. Everything Janet's posts, flip inside out and add more. You guys have bundles. Where you come from? I was watching Jack Ma, this tycoon of China, the richest man. He owns Alibaba in China. He came to Nairobi. He said, man, these people have quick internet. I'm very impressed with the speed of internet. So, no excuse, guys. No excuse. Go pay the cafe, sit there and do research. You have one of the fastest internet. Internet is information power, okay? That's power. So when I post this article tomorrow, if I were you, I'll copy the link of each college, copy in the URL, open that website because that's what I did myself. And I go and research that university like crazy. Okay, that's day 1. Day 2, I go and research the second university like crazy. And usually the best thing is you open the website. On the website, you look for admissions. That's the first thing you look for. At the admissions, you scroll down and look for international students. That's it. Every website you go to, do the same protocol. Okay? URL, name of university, you Google. When it comes up, admissions. When you go to admissions, international students, then look for the requirements. After that, go to tuition. Find out how much is tuition. Okay, let me find the location. Oh, this one is close to New York. Oh man, let me go to Google Maps. How far is this university to New York? Okay? How is it? How far is it by walking? How far is it by bus? Okay? What is the diversity in that area? Look at the university. By that, another way you can know is the university mission. They just don't throw words. Like that Alice Lloyd University, I told you, the college, it's very clear. They will say it was founded to provide students with a work environment to teach them integrity and all that. They mean it. And you'll go there, you'll find 100% of the students have jobs, working jobs. And I'm telling you, if you are lucky to get there as an international student, honestly, I think you will sail through. I mean, it's competitive, but as I said, you might be the only African, you know what I mean? So, apply. Don't come, Janet. Another one told me, Janet, I don't have a relative in America. I don't have any friends, so I don't think I'll make it. Mindset. Janet did not have a relative in America. But you know what? For some reason, people from Kisiland used to come those days to America. I think they had people here who knew how to apply green cards. Me, I had no one. So, but I went to with them in college. So when I see them, I say, Jackie, where are you going? I'm going to the cafe in Nairobi. Boom, boom, even them with the brown envelopes. I go with them to Nairobi. You know what I mean? I reach the cafe. When they are Googling, they are talking to the relatives in America. Even me, I'm there listening to the conversation. You know what? Some of them, I left them back home because my ears were bigger than theirs. You know? This guy comes and say, you know, they need nurses in America. They need nurses. The other nurses tell me, Janet, I'm not going to pay. These ones are paying. They're asking for money. These things should be free. Me, I'm like, no. If they ask money, I run, I go pay. They ask, you know what? I left them in Kenya when they were still complaining. These things are free. They should be free. Janet went and listened carefully. I didn't have any relatives, but I used to follow those kissy people because I know they have relatives in America. So I'm just close, guys. Through osmosis, I'm just getting information. Okay? I pretend like I'm eating my fries and chicken, at Chicken Nando's, wherever, but my ears are just open. So for those of you saying, I can't do it because I don't have a relative in America. Janet did not have a relative. That is an excuse. That's an excuse. Don't start with excuses. As soon as you start an excuse, mental block. Mental block, you will lose. Okay? If others have done it, and I told you in the other video, people that come here are not millionaires. Who told you they are millionaires? Did someone tell you people that come here are millionaires? I don't think so. Okay? Guys, have your eyes like hawks. You know? Here we have a burning desire. Burning desire means work. You put in the work. You don't let any opportunity go. You hear something, you have a rumor, you write it down. You hear a rumor, good rumors. When people are having bad rumors, you run away. You only follow the ones that are ambitious. You know? And that's how I ended up in America. Same thing. Through people I hear, and I know they are always going to visit their relatives. I hear stories, and then even me, I go there, and then I do what they are doing. You know? That's how you do it, guys. So, I can't stress enough. Today, the link I'm going to post for you. In fact, today I'm not joking. Because I want you people to do research. When I'm done with this video, if you missed, up here, I'm going to post this link. I'm not going to miss, guys. Right now, when I'm done with this video, you will see tuition-free colleges. I'll put all those links. Spend the whole week. This week and next week. Okay? In fact, this will reduce the comments. And before I even go, if you are one of those people saying, Janet, you didn't email me. Janet, you didn't email me. And you have an opportunity to see Janet there, ask your question. Ask your question quick, because Janet is there. If I didn't reply in the email, because when I answer the questions on the platform, many people are benefiting. And some of you watch the video and you run away. When the answers are here, someone else asked the question, I answered, you can benefit. And then you go and ask questions somewhere else. Spend your time reading through the comments. You'll benefit from other people. Like the other day, I was talking about people giving up green cards and how difficult it is for people to come to America after they win if they are married with children. They have to give up a lot. It's usually a very difficult decision. One of the people here in America put a comment there. She's like, my husband was in the military, but he made a difficult decision and we came with the children. But we are happy now. Okay? Now if you're somewhere at home and you are struggling, you can say, wow, This guy had a very nice job in the military. He gave up and came to America. You know what I mean? Some people come here and they answer the question. They say, okay, some of them, I told them, oh, international students can't get green cards here, or they can't get driver's license. Someone fixed me, said, no, the state of New York or wherever, they give licenses. So it's very important for you to go and read the comments, okay? If Janet is answering the comments, even you go there and you listen, guys. So anyway, the reason I came here today is because I know my people. Tuition is an issue, finances are an issue, scholarships can be tough, okay? And I came to present today. My main point today is do your research, find these schools that give good work programs, okay? So that when you come here, you are assured of a job in school. Because the school, and by the way, such schools, they do their schedules based on work. So you will not be worried, can I miss class and I'm at work? Because the school has already taken care of such things, guys, okay? If I forgot anything, please remind me, leave in the comments, okay? On YouTube, Janet Rangi, I just posted a few pictures on Instagram, okay? YouTube, I'm Janet Rangi. Instagram, I'm Janet Rangi, okay? Here, Immigrant Business Directory on Facebook. My website, immigrantbusinessdirectory.com. You go under blogs. That's where I put all these articles under blogs. Okay? You can also read about us section. I'm very passionate about us. I believe information is power. Now that I'm here, I believe like I should share. Okay? I should share so that even us we share the cake. There are so many trillions in the world. Where is our share, guys? Where is our share? All this money going around the world, where is mine? I want mine too. Okay? You guys, we have to find our share. We need our money. Okay? So we have to do what we have to do. Okay? For some of you that will not be able to come, we'll find a way. We have to copy these people what works. Me, I believe in models. If our business is working well in America, we need to transport it back home and do the same thing back home, okay? Anyway, that's just to encourage some of you, okay? Those of you who are telling me, oh, I didn't do well in high school. Well, you have a chance. You have a chance when you do the American exam if they ask for SAT. And by the way, some of these colleges are tuition free. They don't need SAT. And there are some that don't even need English. You see why people, I tell you, research. When you are struggling to go doing TOEFL, someone else found a college that told him, you don't need TOEFL. America is so big, the opportunities are immense. So research, whoever puts in the work is the one that wins. You're busy paying for TOEFL, money that other people can use for school fees. And someone else is paying zero because they did their research and they found a school that doesn't need TOEFL, doesn't need SAT scores, okay? But if you are someone wanting money, free education, maybe it's worth for you to put in SAT scores. But eventually when you come to America, you probably get financial aid, you'll get assistantship, you'll get work programs. You know, you just have to balance out. And there's no one else who can give you answers other than yourself putting in the time. I love you. Thank you so much for coming. Keep the dream alive and have a strong desire to succeed. Okay? Always keep the desire. Alright? Alfie Alfredo, thank you so much. Henny Mwikali, I see all of you, okay? Until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.